Good afternoon, traders. How we doing? How we doing, guys? Here looking at B-Box trying to get filled here at 35. Trying to get filled here, guys, at 35 here. We'll risk, if I could get filled there at 35, we'll risk off of the VWAP there at 38s. Canceling it for a second there. I think it can get to the VWAP. But 35s were really good there. It just didn't really get filled there. Just doesn't get above there. I would get short there. $12,000 there at 33s. There's the move down. This is what I'm kind of interested in here, guys. See it push up there. Alright, guys. I'm taking some short here. Had to jump in there on the bid there. Didn't really like that I had to slam down there too much. Would have liked to have been up there at 30 something. But now on the bounce, I'm going to look probably to add if it just washes away. Got the volume that we need though. Now what I want to see is a trend line to break. I definitely feel like I chased a little bit, but since I'm only in there with 100 shares and my outs up there at 238s, it's really not the worst. Had that order out there at 34s, 35s. Should have probably just taken that chance right there. Would have been a lot better spot to be in, but I'm definitely seeing the volume come back into the stock, and that's what I wanted to see. And it's looking like to the bearish trend and holding the bearish trend. Breaking down below this could really give us a nice win. Great amount of volume that went through there. Alright, let's see the weight come in here too. Would like to see it break the trend line. New 5-minute candle's about to come. Would like to see it open lower than it closes. All right, that's what I wanted to see. That's exactly it. Closing 229, opening 228. I like that. Now I have to hold to this 38. I might add in the 35 areas to get me in this area, but it'd be adding to a losing position because I chased there and didn't add where I was supposed to here. I wanted 36, 37. I even had an alert for that. Just didn't get filled up there. Should have the order out, but came to the computer right as it was doing this. Here we go, we cracked it. Looking to add there at 26. Trying to get this bounce to add here, guys. Trying to add to this position there as it went down there to the support there. A bounce and then adding. 10,000 shares there on the ask. Went through there at 20s. $25 would be the ad now here. Yeah, I have no problem with that ad. I'm gonna cancel it. I'm gonna just put a big order there at 25 there. If it pops to 25, guys, we're gonna add 200 shares to give us a 300 share position. We have $8 in the green right now, so we are in the green position trying to add to this trade, and we've been looking for this trade for a while. It did exactly what we wanted to do. We should have been more higher up there at 38 instead of 28, so we could be up a little bit higher, but it gives us this position to go off of here, 32s. Saw that break there. It's kind of what I want to see now. Now on this move up, this is when I would look to add here. Yeah, you're able to swing trade. Just pulling up my chat room now. Hey, how you doing, Wilkin? Looks like we might crack these 20s, guys. Got some good weight there. What's going on? Yeah, I do know I'm streaming, but I didn't even see you guys there. I only had seen Wilkin in the chat. Just paying attention to the trade. Probably looking to add here, guys. It's cracked at 19. Just want to see the size get bigger. There it is. That would be my shot right here. Let's go for it. All right, guys. Don't want to see it bounce back above that. Want to see it break down here. Get below this 217 here. I got a little bounce there. Giving myself a shot here. Gonna risk 10 cents. Gonna risk off of this 30. Give myself a chance here. Oh, you hear the herd in the background, man. My bad. I got the TV on in the back. I was just hanging out. Sticking to the trade here, guys. Would like to see this break down here. A snap down here would be nice. We saw a good amount of volume there on that down candle. I want to see a rejection here. Come right back to those 17s here. There you go. Getting a little heavy there. Let's go ahead. Let's break those 17s, man. Getting a little squeeze up there. Not what I wanted to see there, guys. Almost get that breakdown there. I'm holding on this though. Alright guys, 30 has to be my out. Stick to the plan. This is why that 36 is so important, guys. I was looking for that 35, 36 entry. Then it could have been the ad here at 30s. another ad down there, improving that average. I'm learning though. I'm learning with every trade. That's what it's really about. Starting to learn how to take more of these shots. Really saw the volume get back in this, and that's why I went for it. Saw this whole time between 11:15 and 1:15. Just left a kind of alert out there and just went to go eat lunch. Came back right on this minute candle, and that's why I didn't take it. If I would at least came back 1 minute before, I usually like to come back at 1:30, and it just did the move right at 1:30. All right. Right around here in the 25s, I might look to get a little bit of an ad here. Let me see it hold there. I'm not going to add here. Just going to hold to my wrist because I chased a little bit, and that's why my average isn't the best. If this was my average, then I'd probably take a little bit more, but I'm a tiny bit in the red here. Very little. And I'm risking off of this 230 up here. I'd like to see it reject here. Those 25 and just come right back down to the 20s. Down one, up one, down two, up two, down three, up three, and breaking down. We got huge volume from that down candle at 230s. So I'm looking to hold to that. There's some big shorters probably still in there. That's off of 230. You know, you can't, I don't want to add here because it's just going to put me in a different position, too much risk size. So I'm good right where I am. I got a good amount with a good position here. Took some more as it did what I wanted it to do, was break the resistance, but as I look on the chart, The down was 217, and I hit it there at 218. I should have waited for 216 to go through the tape. That's what I need to do next time. That's my lesson for today on this one, to learn from that. Alright, don't really want this above 25 here, guys. Would like to see this come back down here, guys. Alright guys, seeing it push down there on the bid there. Would like to see the volume come back in here on a down move. Give you that confirmation. Break this 217 level and then get down there. Yeah, I agree. All right, guys. Don't want it higher than really 25 here. Would like to see it come right back down here. Let's see if we can get the volume to come back in here, guys. What I want to see is something like this. So 72,000 at least. Give me that good trade confirmation, a little higher volume. You can't have this low volume on this push down. All right. Don't want it over that 24 really now. Just would like it to just go ahead and curl down here and just fade. Now let's see the volume slap on here and people get short bigger. See 19s there. Let's see the weight come through here. If we can get through this bounce, the 5 minute looks beautiful here. Let's get through this. All right, Ryan, I'll check that out in a second. He's calling out ISR, ISR. Volume really didn't get too slammed in there. So I'll still hold off a 25 here. Don't want to get a new high there. Needs a hold here. Let's go. Let's crack these 20s and just break it down. Wash. That's what I'm looking for. See, if I was at 28, I would be so less pressured. So that's how I know that my ad there was just way too early in the pattern and not the way I want to do it. I want to do it on that complete breakdown here. I could have added on my original thought, which was 25, and then I would have been at 26, 27 with the full size. That's what I wanted. But we got this. Let's go. Let's get this breakdown right here. Nice wash. Good ad. Let's get the good. There you go. Good pressure right there. Good down pressure there. Breakage. That's what we wanted to see, guys. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what we've been here the whole time, guys. Alright, guys. Now what we're looking for is the next support. You gotta find the next support. I see 204. So I'm gonna put an order for 205 or 208, somewhere around there on this wash. Let's take a little bit out. Let's take a third of it out there. We got down to 212. So I'm gonna put the order out at 100 when it starts coming down there. I did see the volume get nice and big there. 208. That's what we wanted to see. 265,000 volume on there, so that's why I'm gonna hold to here right now. I could get this follow through here and it could really just start crashing down on it. Looking for these 12s to break there. The pressure's there for it to break there. There you go. I'm going to put out 208 for 100 shares. There's 209. There's 209 there on the bid. All right. Alright, gonna take, it bounced onto 12 there. Alright, I'll take 12, 100 shares at 12. Just to take some profit, get ourselves in the green for the day, and now just let this trade work. Now I'm more in the break-even stage, if not even 24, 25. Let's let this work, guys. There was some good adding there. There's some good sizing there. We gotta let this break down. Have the potential to break down to this 194, and then if it breaks that 194, we can come all the way down here, guys. $191 also support there on the daily. I see 191, 193. That's going to be the area where we should get some more resistance there. Appreciate it, John. Was working hard today, man. Also saw Snap. Snap looks like it could crack down. I saw one trade today that would have been really good too. Also, it was an afternoon trade on ACAD. If you want to look that up, but I'm looking for this to really give me that gain, guys. This is why I'm trying to learn how to really size in and take everything. You know, some people would want me to even still hold at this spot. I just took some off because I want to have the pressure to stay in the trade. You know, one of the key things is I'm starting to really, I feel, get more confidence in this exact trade, you know. I'm seeing the big shorters get in there, and that also gives me confidence, you know. You got to know where they are, tape read, and then just let it give it, you know. Let it give you that gain. You know, now we're up to 25 unrealized and still, you know, pushing towards there. Have what I would call a full size there, so I'm liking this. I'm going to give it some room, give it some chance to really break down there. We might get a bounce here, a small bounce here. You could look to add here. I want a little bit more wash. I do think it can give me a little bit more. Get below 2s, and then I would maybe look for an add. But I wanted to get below 2s. I wanted to give me that nice, like, you know, kill candle. You know, we got a base of this stock for 50 cents on the base for the bear flag. So from the breakout point, we should get 50 cents. So that's 220, 217 in that area. So that would give me about to 180s. 186 level, maybe a good, interesting place to take profits. Appreciate it, NYC. Appreciate it, guys. That's why I went back to the stream. You know, I wanted you guys to be able to see this. I didn't want to miss out on this, so I could look back on it and you guys could look back on it. This is the kind of trade that I want to do. This is exactly sticking to a plan. You know, we did jump in on sizing there a little bit too early. Would want to have done it there on that 16 break. It would have been a lot less pressure through that consolidation area where it was from 24 to 20s. But we got what we wanted to see on that break, that big sizing. So now I kind of just look at the level 2s, and I want to see the big sizing over here on the right hand side. You see that 16,000 shares at 208. 208 also some more shares. And this is the kind of trade that, you know, it just, I saw this on DERM. It was a very similar pattern. So that's why I felt like, you know, I've seen that pattern. I was able to nail that pattern. You know, we are seeing huge bid there, huge bid. You guys, there was a huge bid that went through there. There's the bounce there, guys. Do you see that bid there? 329 there on 208. Yeah, beginner. That's, you know, there's always going to be haters on every strategy in the market, I think. You know, it's just the other side. You know, there's people that bet against this strategy. They do, you know, the red to green, and they buy off the wash and try to just like, so they find the support. When they see this double bounce here, they go and they add over here, and they try to catch the falling knife. I've heard of that strategy, and that's just the opposite side. You know, there's always going to be people that get upset. One stock that you guys can watch if you guys are trading now is LEDS. It's starting to move. It's been moving in a day. I saw it back there at 520, and it built all the way back to $5. Now it's up there to 538. Had a breakout to 550. Can really continue. You know, this is a stock that goes up and down really, really quickly. If I would have been watching this stock, I would have liked to have gotten long at 520 off of 510 or 508. Now the risk would be off of 25, but it's definitely still moving pretty fast there. Low volume, but it already is in the millions, so the liquidity is there. The only thing I always tell you with LEDS is in and out with that kind of stock. It does go up and down really quickly. You know, this is where I get to the area where everything a part of me, you know, on my normal back, the way I used to trade, would have taken profits right here. You know, I seen this slowdown, but that's not what I want to do now. I'm starting to realize I have to take the trade and see what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing this breakdown come down underneath the $2. I'm not seeing it stop here. I'm seeing it come down. It has that base range. I need to let that base tell me how much I should hold to. It usually is always correct, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm a believer in the pattern. I've gotten in through the pattern, and I got to stick to the pattern. You know, we could have a bounce all the way up here to 15 or 16, but I'm going to hold through it. This is the up 3. Would like it to hold here to 211 there, and then it could swing back down underneath. Not looking for many ads there. Looking for it to, when it breaks down underneath like 205 or 204, then the ads should come through, and that we should get another power candle. These are what I call more power candles right here. Those big wicks down. You see LEDS, guys. That's why I got you guys there, guys. That's why I wanted to bring it out to your attention there. Up there at 548, now ripping through that 550, a high of 562 there. You could have got in there at 40s and tried to risk off of the bottom, which was 25. About 15-cent risk there, and you could get this rip and just start getting above this 550 as it holds. But remember when I said I'd take profits at 208, you saw that area, and there was a good area to take profits. There's a reason why. It's the support over here. The support over here, this 205 area, we're going to watch to see it break there. If it breaks the second support, could come down to the third, which is that 186 area. We're looking for resistance to break, or support to break. So we're going to get the bounce, I think, here. but we're still gonna stay in this. We're looking good. I think the stock still is going on a downward angle. The daily still supports it, and I'm just gonna stay right here, you guys, and show you guys this complete trade. Yeah, I got you, NYC. Of course, man. Looking out for everybody. Whenever I do see stocks that I would go long, I used to be much more long trader, so definitely pay attention when I call out longs. I don't really want to tell you the exact entry because I haven't played them really consistently. But what I will tell you is that I am usually, just from experience, I've been pretty on top. My dog over here having nightmares, man. It's all good, man. We're in the green, guy. We're in the green, Marley. We're in the green, Marley. Take it easy, buddy. Alright, guys. We'd like to see this reject this 211s and just curl back down and break this 205s. There you go, NYC. I liked it. It's not a bad entry. Remember, with LEDs is really quickly, it moves back and forth. That's why I let you guys know. It's a really quick moving stock, but it definitely, when it runs, it usually runs really quickly and it comes back down. But the daily actually has it on a daily uptrend. So if you see the daily, there's actually more of a daily breakout. Next resistance I see 580s, 591s possible. Yeah, I agree, NYC. That's exactly the strategy on this kind of play, especially in the afternoon. But not a bad scalp to take. Good possibility to give you a good little run. I am seeing Axon break down as 262s, but it's really no volume there. A little bounce there. You could have looked to add there, but I'm just going to hold on to that position. I need to get confidence, nail one of these nice trades, and then there's going to come a point in time where we're going to keep adding. We're going to stay on top of it, look for those nice big moves, and then when we get that nice little rip down, we can take half of it off and add into it. So at this point, we took a third off and didn't add the third back. What I look for is maybe taking half of it off there, down like at 208s, 207s. You take half of the position off, that gives you some gain, and then when it bounces up to where you are comfortable to take the next add, to put the shares back on, you go ahead and you put the core position back on, which is there. I would take it now at 215 to 9 EMA, risking off of that 220. And so it would bring me to an average now, probably about the 218 range. And you'd get your full position back, but you get a nicer gain. Nice secured, realized, and then you're adding to your core position. Dude, I got you, NYC. That's what I'm here for, man. That's exactly what I'm here for. I usually have a tendency, guys, that I always find these stocks when I'm already in a trade, so I gotta maybe start learning how to trade two stocks at the same time. But it's pretty difficult for me, so I've seen it over time that it's pretty difficult. But I am pretty good at keeping an eye on like 2 or 3 stocks. I always try to keep an eye on, and always looking at the top gainer to find stocks before they really start running. Like you see, I see Jivo on here showing up now. That'd be something to take a look at also. See how the chart's moving. And then you see Jivo, look at the volume that's in there, and it could do the kind of the same little thing. You can keep an eye on it. Yeah, you always got to use those limit orders. you know, and have confidence in where you want to place your order. A lot of times I miss spots because I don't have the confidence to leave the order out there. And if you feel that that's your spot and you're looking at the stock, don't wait to see the number to hit the order. I've always learned that if you have that order out there, especially with longs on pullbacks, that's what you want to do. You want to have that kind of like what they call the bag holder, but you want to be the best bag holder. You want to be the one that bag holds on the 9 EMA exactly on it and knows how to risk. Givo, interesting, after getting all that volume and going to 463 and trying to break out. I would look for it to try to break out again, and then if it doesn't, then it could come right back down. There, this is coming back up to those 215s. Little part of me thinks about adding there at 215s, adding to the position there. It does look good, but I don't want to push it too far today, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and just let the stock work. I know my break-even spot. I'll go ahead and I'll let the stock work. Yeah, that's what you got to work on. You know, you got to have faith in your instincts, especially when if you've been trading for a while and you see like moments like this where I knew exactly 36, 37 was going to be a level that I was going to look for in this stock at that VWAP point. And that's what you don't want to miss out. You want to get that entry. That entry changes the trade so much because you're essentially top ticking the trade. There you go, LEDS there breaking out there, up there to 575, 570s on the bid. Like I said, I saw the next level 580s, 590s capable. I would be careful when it gets into near that sticks range, but 580s, 590s is more than capable of it with the momentum it has. All right, don't want it over 214 now. This is what we want to see. You've seen this little dip kind of thing, and then just kind of we want to see it curl right back down. Try those lows again. See, those 215s would have been a nice ad. That's a nice ad right there. That's the strategy, man, and that's why it's a nice ad. But let's go ahead and just let the stock work. We're up $17 on the trade. And we have an unrealized at 17 right now. We're looking for a move back down to $2. Near that $2 range, I'll probably go ahead and take another half, if not the full amount, as it breaks to 2. LEDS there had a high there at 75 there. Be careful with that stock. It could come right back down to 540. So just my recommendation. That's why this stock is definitely a scalp. You can't think it's going to go to the moon. You know, you have to scalp in. You can take half of it off and then let the rest of it work, but definitely a scalp. And scalps are usually full in, full out positions. But it was definitely a good spot to get in there. I'm seeing 213 on the ask, 334 on the bid there for B-Box. Look at that get filled there. 85,000 shares there going through there at 12. Got to really be careful. Above 215, I don't really want it to get. I want it to start breaking down. If it could break down below 210, yeah, this is gonna look. That's gonna be more than the confirmation of volume that I need to hold. So what you do is you get your out ready. You protect yourself. but this could just really just wash right here. If that was someone taking their shares off or adding, we're going to hope that that's an add there at 212. If that's an add there at 212, you could really get this to crash down below $2 here. All right, seeing that right there, not liking that right there. Above 215, would probably just have to take it out because of that share size that went in there. It could just bounce off the support, guys. What's going on, Seven? All right, you're gonna watch this right here, guys. One penny at a time, man. One penny at a time. One penny at a time. See what we got here. I want to see this get back to 210s here. Seeing share size go through there. I hope that 80,000 share size that went through there wasn't a cover. It's probably ruined the pattern. But the pattern's there, man, so I'm holding it. I'm already green on the trade. Looking for it to be that complete pattern there. Alright, there's the push to 15. Gotta be careful here. Saw 9,400 there go through there at 15. Yeah, Jibo, I'm watching it on the right, 7. I'm watching it on the right. There's LEDS. All right, wanted to reject these 15s here. There you go. Look at that break to LEDS to 590. 586, 591 was what I was calling out for. And there's the move. That's how you do it, NYC. That's how you do it, man. Good job. Better trade than I took. And I've been waiting on this trade all day. So that's what I like, man. At the end of the day, saw the trade there. Called it out for you. You took your assessment and took your trade. Love your entry. And that's how you do it, man. Good job. Good job, bro. Proud of you, man. Was watching this one from the first pop of the day, guys. That first pop back at 520s. Watch it come down underneath 5 and hold those 514s. Came down and hold those 507s and ripped up. You know, it's definitely one to watch there. Alright guys, now definitely over 215. We'll have to call it out there. But we're getting this move back down that could give us the breakdown again and give us the gain that we were looking for. So this is what we want to see here. We want to see this hold, not get above 215 here and just break down below, come into this 210 area. Yeah, NYC, you know, those are those kind of trades that it's a scalp trade. You got to know exactly what you're looking for. I knew that resistance there at 86 and 91 was going to be a resistance. And now it was going to get the either it was going to hold up there, that resistance, and come back down, or break through that 6 and really run there. So it's kind of the trade that, like, you know, you could always leave a third, maybe a fourth of your sizing if you want to let it just keep running. But I always say on LEDS, a stock like this that goes straight up, straight down, just take your profit, be happy, man. You took a great scalp, and just move forward with that trade. Getting this move back down to 211 there. Would like to see this continue down through this. $10,000 shares going through there at 211. Just have to protect for over 215. That's all I got to do now. Big share size in there at 212. 134 with the ask there up there at 213. That's usually someone putting a trade on both sides. It's probably the same trader trying to get out some of the position and at the same time make it look like he's going to crash it a little bit there. So got to be careful here. There's 212, 213. Like I said, above 215 is my out. I'm letting this try to work there. I got red candle back there on the 5 minute. Looking for this move back down to 205. There you go, 209 by 210 there. Could look for an ad there, right there, 209, and then risk off of the 215 area. But let's just let this stock work for us, guys. I'm not going to push it as I seen that sizing just get bigger and bigger. If it's going to go, it's going to go. It has the sizing already for the day. It has 23 million shares. If anybody could look up the float size of this stock, I have something here, but I really don't believe it. There's 210 by 211 there. Now if it gets back to 214, I'm going to take 100 off. But I'm letting this just do the rest. Like, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to just take the profit here. I'm giving myself a chance, but I don't want it back up there pushing on the resistance. So if it does push on the resistance again, then I'll go ahead and remove some. But I'm letting this really give me my gain right here. Seeing it push there on 209s there. Saw some share size at 211. And then it kind of slowed down there at 211. There's 209. 208's there. 5,900 there, going through there at 210. All right, seeing the bid there get a little bigger there. LADS there, double ticking there up there at 599. Yeah, it's a little too dangerous for me, I think, there at the top there. It's just too extended. I said when it gets to 6, it would be dangerous there. You know, you'd have to have a really good position size, good entry, because this is what LADS does. It crashes hard. I tried to warn about it earlier. You know, it's definitely a stock that goes up and right back down. So you got to take your profits and just get out of there. If I could break this down here, these 208s, it's really going to give, but I said if it pushed past this 212, 213, 214, I'm going to probably just take half of it. Yeah, man, it's just how it goes. I've traded this stock plenty of times and been burnt by LEDS plenty of times, and I've also made money on it. So I kind of know that this stock is it's just a scalp. You know, and it could hold there, but it's not something you want to trade there. It starts getting to this point where it's just too extended. Yeah, it's one of those stocks you see all the time. You see it very often. Marley, you don't have to have nightmares, buddy. It's gonna be fine, man. Take it easy, bud. We in the green. We in the green, baby. You good, buddy? All right, guys. In my eyes, we've gotten a down 1, up 1, down 2, up 2, down 3. Could get the 213, but wouldn't want it to see definitely above that 215. We really are starting to get that next pattern and could really get this breakdown there. Do this $2 that we're looking for. What we're gonna do is, if anything goes up to that 214, I'll go ahead and I'll take half of it off just to take some of the risk off, and we'll definitely hold the rest break even. What we're trying to do is take the next rip down below 206, which would bring us to $2. I am seeing WMLP on the top gainers. Next call out to watch for is WMLP. There's the push down. Let's see the wash. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go. Let's get this crash. What's going on, Zeke? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Right now we're shorting BBOX B-box. That black box here, guys. In there from back up there at 228. Gave an ad, took some off. Looking to get this next move down here. No, it actually does, man. Not every stock is going to be tradable that's sub $5, but there is some. We use this little thing on the bottom here to find out if the stock is tradable. There is different stocks that are tradable that are sub $5. So you just kind of got to go to it every day and see which they're going to let you trade and they're not going to let you trade. One thing I do like about it is stocks like this. I'm able to short BBOX. And stocks like this is what I want to short, you know. All right, let's see if this can break this 210 right here and just wipe them down. Yeah, definitely, man. And the fee's high when you swing trade. Really, it's not. It's really not. I don't really swing trade with it, so I'm not going to give you the full information. I would tell you to go ahead and do your research into it. But it really isn't bad for commissions. We pay a really, really small rate, so I think that's what helps me size into my positions. And if you do want to swing trade, I was actually thinking about starting swing trading with a Tradenet account. So I do know certain guys. I don't know what's going on, but I got disconnected there. Yeah, the stream went out there for a second there. I paid attention to my internet. That's what I was really more concerned about. Seeing this 214, so I said I would take 100 off if it got there. Alright guys, so I'm taking that 100 off just to take off the risk there. You guys see me get paid there, 23.83 now on the trade. And I don't know what it is. It's something's up with OBS, but alright, so now over 215. I would have to get out there. I could hold the 220, break even, just to give myself a good advantage to maybe maximize on these gains. Yeah, man, good job, NYC. That's what I'm here for, bro. I'm glad I was able to lead you towards the right stock, and you were able to capitalize on your execution. Good job, man. Seeing those 215s come in here. What I don't want to see is a whole bunch of green just slide on through there. That would mean that people are giving up on it. I would more like to see it just fail this 215 here. I'm glad, dude. I'm really glad. Glad I was able to get there and lead you to it. Looks like it might do the 6 breakout here. And there's a little breakout there. It's not big, but could get a little bit more of a push. You see the volume. Definitely one to watch. Haha. Hey, looks like we need to have NYC. Looks like we need to have NYC on the chat. I would love to have a girl's perspective. You know, a lot of people say, I mean, statistically wise, girls are becoming better traders over the next generation. So, who knows? Maybe you can teach me a thing or two. You can always learn. Alright, over 215, we'll probably just get on out as it would break this pattern. I'm going to show you it on the 1 minute. I just have it on a different chart. I'm going to pull it into your view right now real quickly so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is the view that I'm looking at on my other screen. I have this stock up on 2 screens, 2 order forms, so this way I have an ability to have different orders ready to sell or buy. Yeah, I mean, hey, like I said, maybe you can teach me something, for sure. Nah, don't wish it, man, don't wish it. Remember, what was your trade? Your trade was a scalp. Scalps is what you wanted, scalps is what you got, man. Yeah, I've tried to get my girlfriend to trade with me also. But she just kind of gets a little overwhelmed. Guys, another stock coming on my radar right now, guys, you guys should definitely take a look into is Depot. Depot, D-E-P-O. D-E-P-O. I've seen this one run with LEDS before. I think it's more of a sympathy play, and people are like jumping off. Got to be careful here on B-Box. Guys, for this trade, so I don't mess up on what I want and what I want specifically, I don't do this often, but I'm going to go ahead and set a stop. This is not what I do often, but I'm just going to go do this just so I don't end the trade the wrong way. I'm okay with it coming back to my number. I have the stop set at 219 with a limit of 224. Should give me more than enough space to get out if it pops up to that number. But what I want to do is I don't want to just go ahead and take profits here. I already took half of it off. I'm 23 in the green and got to give myself that chance to really give the gain. Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm setting the stop there at my break-even point. You know, if I would have been there at 228, that was my original entry, and it's just beautiful. So, you know, just gotta let it work for me. And there, we're getting a little bit of a squeeze there. Let's see if it just stops me out. Market makers might try to attack but the problem is it's a little sizing, so I shouldn't see market makers really attack that. But you did see there 85,000 shares go through again at 216 there, so that could be just the cover out, guys, and he's done. The big trader is done with this trade. As you see, it's coming back to that number. It's really no longer there bullish. I'm just gonna go ahead. Whoa, look at that one, guys. 20,000 shares there, just slamming down there. Yeah, exactly, beginner. Thank you for reminding me. No one can even see the trade there, so the market maker is not going to attack it. But it's definitely probably the area where the shorts are. You're right on that. It's where the breakdown is. But we saw a little bit of a washout there, so I'm just going to give it that chance. Hold my stop. Let the rest go. Hands off. Hands off, guys. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have a backup order ready just in case my stop doesn't work. Just in case it just shoots up for some reason. But I'll go ahead and I'll give my chance and let this see this if this could hold and not get above this 218. Just fail here and just keep coming back down. Glad I took half of the profit there. 214s, took to the rest at 211s. DEPO there up to 809. You could risk now off of 794. Had a high of 825. It's definitely a stock that I think could just start running. You know, there had 500,000 shares go through there on that run up to 825. Depot. Without a doubt. Take some profits and then let the rest of it work, man. There's no point in taking early profits there. Depot with a big jump today, man. Started the day at 692. It's had a high of 626 today. Oh man, I'm about to pour myself a Woodford. It's been a long day. I worked overnight last night, so a little tired, you know. Getting to this point where I normally would be off for sure. It's 2:11 here, guys. Or 3:11 now. Hey, there you go. Cheers. There's LEDS there topping out there at 609. This is actually something that I would even think about top ticking, but not really my kind of strategy. Jeremy that was on earlier, he likes to top tick, so this is kind of the area that you look for. You go off to the high of the day. You could get that move back down. Not really my strategy, so I'll just back off on that. Just kind of just putting an idea out there. Would like to see it fail these 213s, man. Get back to 210. That would really give that confirmation that we could keep going. Looks like this pattern tried to shake out the late shorts that shorted down here during the low and could give us the real gains, guys. It's looking bearish again, has broken down again. Now above 216s would actually look to get out really, but what it does look is it just has just tipped off right there. Now down to 211 there. See if we can get a breakdown to this area. There you go, 210. Good sizing there going through there. 213, 20,000. At 210, 5,000 shares there. There's Depot, guys, up there now to 815. There's Depot moving a little bit. Seeing it way down there on those 210s there. There's those 209s there. Let's see if we get this continuation, man, that we've been looking for. There's LEDS looking like it's gonna fail. There's Depot. Gave you that pull back to 804, now up there to 817, 818. Oh, that sounds so good. That actually does sound good, 7. I'm actually going to Denver, guys. Denver in August. I'm going to Denver in August. Can't wait to trade from there. It's going to be really interesting to trade from there. It's the city I want to move to. Just don't want it up past this 217 now, 218. I'm gonna actually change my stop there to 218 because I don't want it to come back to that. So changing that to 218. So if it stays below here and it just curves back at 215 or 214 and then comes back below that 210, that's what we're looking for, the pattern. So this is what I like to see. I see a down 1 and up 1, a down 2 and up 2, a down 3 and up 3 without breaking this resistance. And then a curl back down below this trend line, breaking that trend line, and then really coming down to this support and breaking the 206. Yeah, I don't play too many runners this late. I definitely like the earlier move in LEDS. That's more the move, you know, a 2 o'clock move. I don't like the power hour. Never really traded it well. I gotta check it out. I've heard a lot about that place. You know, the presidents and all the people that stayed. I gotta check it out. It's going to be an interesting watch, guys. Is WMLP for tomorrow. I love that city, man. I love Denver. I love Colorado. I love mountains. You know, being in Florida, it's kind of a little bit of not the best thing to love, as you know, there's no mountains around. But no, I definitely want to move to something that is more nature oriented. Ryan, Tradenet is not commission free. It's not commission free. It's still one of the lowest commissions out there. You run a rate of 0.005, and sometimes you have this routing fee that might cost you about 50 cents a trade or something like that, depending on your sizing. All right, 212 and 216 was the area that person got 85,000 shares, or it could be an institutional trader, but it was 2 times 85,000. 216, 212. We got this last high there. That's what I wanted to see now. Now over 216, and we'd probably just get on out, but I have the stop set there at 218. I'm looking for this breakdown here below 210s. If it breaks down below this 210, we should get this $2 break that I've been looking for. With Ryan, if you keep getting stuck with the PDT rule with TD, what I would recommend is you really take a look at your stats and see if you could be profitable on a platform like this, and give it a chance. You know, this isn't the best, you know, because this is a prop firm, so you're going to be sharing profits, but it does give you the ability to get some good leverage, and also gives you the ability to start learning how to trade more actively. Definitely something I suggest if you're trying to learn some consistency. If you want to learn more, you can check out my videos, or you can scroll up in the chat, find beginner trading, and check out his page. I'm on there on the chat room usually early on in the day as the first hour, and there's tons and tons of content on there that can teach you about Tradenet and the strategies that we trade. LEDS there back to 608 there, testing the highs and exploding through. But I wouldn't be trading it here. It's definitely something just to watch out for. Watch for the next day, see what we get. Well, Ryan, I always say that it just depends on your stats, man. If you feel that you could really make more money if you had more trades, then you got to find the right broker and take your shot. There's offshore brokers like Short Trader. There's this, which I'm using, which is Tradenet. And I have seen another one that I'm looking into. I can find the broker's name. I think it's called CMEG Group. So you can look into that. It's just going to be offshore brokerage accounts. That's the only way you're going to avoid the PDT rule, as they're not being held to that PDT rule because they're not in the United States. So the SEC doesn't tell them what they can do or cannot do. You can also find CFD trading, which is what I'm doing here on Tradenet. All right, guys, looks like we're going to get our break here. Down to this 210, breaking this 209. Let's see it. This is what we waited for, man. This is why we're still in the trade. This is what we're looking for, and let's get it. Let's go. Hammer down. Got you, Ryan. No stress, brother. You can always ask questions or leave me questions in my comment boxes on other videos or this video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, like I said, add beginning trading, and that way you can hear me in the early parts of the day. We have 2 traders trading from the first hour and a half of the market. Hey, sometimes you gotta be a swinger, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with being a swinger. If you like it, then go ahead and just continue doing it. You know, it's what works for you. There you go. We got down to that 208. And now we're gonna see this trend line hold the resistance there. You see the volume getting bigger. That's all good signs. Man, that's really good. That's really impressive, Seven. I I don't know about John, but I definitely like to take a look at some of the trades that you did to turn that account to from 50 to 443, man. That's great. I would love to see that, see what strategies you were trading, and who knows, maybe we can learn from that. It really doesn't matter about the time. Honestly, I actually like that it took you longer to make that amount. The time shows consistency. All right, guys, let's see if we can break this low, the daily low. 205, 206. 206 is the low there. There's the break to the support here. Let's see if we get this followed through. Take it off my stop there, guys. There's the move to 206, guys. Seeing those 205s go through there, guys. Someone's taking some profit there, but I'm looking for him to hammer it down. $2, 194 next stop. Big size in there on the bid. My puppy letting me know it's that time, man. See if we can get below these 205s here. Got the bounce there. Alright, looks like it's going to bounce here, maybe the 210. I'd have to stick around here. Only problem is that we're starting to run towards that late hour, that last 30 minutes here, guys. Hindsight, the bottom would be about 193. That was like my top shares target, 194, 193. I wanted $2. That's what I was more looking for on this breakdown here. Just letting the stock work, man. That's what I was here for. Alright, guys. That bounce there to 210 there. Someone could be adding there. I'm probably just going to call it a day here, guys. It's just getting too late, and I got to go get some rest. You know, I could swing this, but definitely not going to go ahead and swing it, you know, of something I've never done. Wanted to hold 210s there, not above 213s. There he goes, back all the way to 12 there, guys. This could just make a move back, guys. It could be done. We got a move there. It broke, but it didn't really break, so I'm just going to go ahead and call it. There you go. We're out, guys. $30.50 there. Great trade, guys. Great trade. Give it a few more minutes. I've been with it all day, but the thing is that as the later as it goes to, this gives us possibility of the bounce, and it's not going by my pattern anymore. It's getting to that point where that should have been the break right there at 205. I could hang around and wait for another 10, 15, but yeah, I would have to leave a stop and just let the day go, and then if it gets to 4 o'clock, get out. But I'll go ahead and I'll take that, guys, man. I'm going to be more than proud of this trade. We secured $30.50, and we were in this trade multiple times, giving us plenty of times for it to break this 193. Because if it broke this support there at 193, we were getting down to this 150 area. That 150 area today would have made us tons and got us the count right back up to where we wanted to get to. So I'm going to go ahead and just be happy with this trade. Also, great trade with LEDS. And my pup definitely needs to get out. He's looking at me like, what are you doing to me? So I'm going to go walk him and take some rest. I got work tonight, so you guys have a great night. Keep working hard. Like always, stick to your plan. Know what you want to do. The approach is the destination. You know, have your vision on what you want to be doing, how you want to trade, and just try to follow that, because a lot of trading is going to be following your own instincts. And if you can't follow your own instincts, you're probably not going to survive in this game. But all right, guys, like I said, great trade here on BOBX. BBOX, black box here. Was on it all day. Watched the VWAP fade here at 244. Was looking for a better entry here at 236. Got in on the breakdown here at 228 for the trend line. That's what we want to do. Get ahead, add to our size, and then go ahead and take this trade right here, giving us the ability to get a nice trade if this goes ahead and breaks those $2. But have a good day, guys. Like always, I'll come in, guys. I'll come out. You guys take care. Thank you guys for sticking around. Like the video if you can. Subscribe. And always, always join us at beginning trading, so that way you can see us trade the first hour of the day. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll come in. I'll come out.